about that cow?
Mm.
Get all mic'd up.
That work.
Mm-hmm.
Miking up.
All right. So we're gonna just wait a little bit on all our family members.
Roping, brother and
Roping,
sister,
running.
roping.
The time is so hot, guys. We have the fan on and still have my toy with me. So now just pardon me.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So you're even
It's good enough.
busy like a
Busy.
bee.
Busy like a bee, but it's good.
So good. So good. Go get the money. Go get the money.
Hey. Oh
uh,
my god, that thing made me laugh so much.
it's good to find these memes. Which I does. I think the meme them just happen naturally. You know, people
Yeah.
just do something and somebody catch it
Yeah,
on
and
video.
what right. You know, I think they catch their busiest selves.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, but I'm going to do all the official start, and let's get into it. So, hi everyone, welcome to another
Conversation with Liz.
the live version, of course.
Right. Journey to a
Oh yes,
1,000K.
journey to 1,000K, guys. I feel excited. Like I remember when we were older, like I mean, I think we reached like 100 and quickly. And I reached 200 quickly, 300 a little stretch. Then I reached 400 quickly. Then 500 as a little stretch. Now we're at almost
590.
please let me show the 520. Still 590.
I was hoping that by the time we started live.
Yeah. But guys, I'm excited to see 1K subscription.
Yeah, I can hardly wait.
Jeez, I mean, I think about it and I'm excited.
Yeah.
And it fuels us, you know, when we know say, you know, we're reaching the next milestone, pass the next milestone, really fuels us. So yes, guys, we're looking forward to seeing 1K on our subscription.
Any day now.
Yeah, you can make it as fast as it possible.
Well, God be praised, you know, this 500 is moving faster than now the 400.
Yes.
So welcome to all our new subscribers, man.
All of you.
Welcome. Carry some friends and family member with you too.
Yeah. This is the couple that taught the things as it is.
Amen.
And with respect, and of course, we put God first in everything that we do. If it wasn't for the Lord, I mean, we would not be even in this position to express, you know, and speak on experiences we have had in this life. But I can assure you that the same thing that He has done for us, He can do for you.
And the same thing that He have done for you, He can do for us.
Amen. That is true. And for anybody else who desires the help from the Lord. So yeah, we big up Jesus. Definitely. All right, so guys, you see the topic. We would love to see some more persons coming on still. But you see the topic we're going to be looking at tonight. And it was really birthed out of, you know, I was just sitting down here today and I was just thinking about how many times people regret or express regret. Oh, that's Michael's friend.
Yes, good night, BFF_GG. Good night,
welcome. How many times people have an express regret when people die, especially the loved ones die, you know, their best friend die. How many times people, express regret that they didn't get to say this or they didn't get to do that, you know? So tonight's topic, and we want everybody to join in the conversation because, as you know, at Conversation with Elise, the conversation is not just about what we want or what we are experiencing, but the conversation is about everybody's participation, everybody's thoughts, everybody's ideas and
Welcome, Renee.
opinions.
Welcome.
All
Good
right.
night. Good night.
Night, Renee.
Good night. Good to have you always, Renee.
And a piece, sorry, before we get into the conversation, a little raindrop. No, it's a piece, sorry, but
Yeah,
it never
it
too
did
bad
heavy
today.
on Friday. Friday have me
Friday,
dancing.
the time is still humid, guys. So if you see me draw for me, look at towel. Don't feel away.
Kind of big toe there.
Don't feel away
Yeah.
because it's still humid.
But as you were saying, though, many times because, may God bless her soul. Even my mom, I never know that I would lose her so
Good
quickly.
night, Rowan. Blessings,
Hi,
bro.
cuz, welcome.
Hmm.
I never know I would lose her so quickly. And then Uncle lied. I know grandma lived long and so,
Hmm.
but I felt like I would have had more time, like,
Yeah,
to make her feel special and those type of thing. But boy, it never worked out.
yeah.
She was diagnosed the following year, it that. So, I mean, it's true. We should let people feel appreciated while they're alive, whether young or the old or whoever. Let us just get in the mood of expressing ourselves in our own local way to them. Let
Hmm.
them know that, I'm happy that you're part of my life. Even if you don't have things to give. Because sometimes it's not about just getting things.
Are
It's to
giving
are
things.
giving things. It's about how the person view us,
Hmm.
how dear you may feel to the person. Sometimes we get the opportunity, we should, friends, loved ones, we should draw them aside and look them in the eye and say, appreciate you, I really appreciate it. Thank you for being there. And they may say, well, but yeah, even for
Because
a minute or a couple seconds, hold them and say, no, I'm serious. I'm grateful for you.
Because oftentimes people think, like for example, if you sit someone else and look them in the eye and say, I really love you
Yeah.
and I appreciate you. The one that, yeah, wow, you're
I'm
not
gonna say
dead.
you all right,
You're
but
not
you
dead.
don't know.
You
What
understand?
did you do?
It is so uncommon
Yeah, cause it's
for
not the
persons
norm.
to express appreciation and to say, I love you and I thank you and this and that. Right? It is so uncommon that the minute you start saying, people wonder if you're all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you all right. How you do? You know if you tell me something,
It is,
but we should really.
it is important that people take the time out to express and to spend time
Yeah,
with your family
and
um,
friends.
and friends. It is important because the truth is, guys, a lot of times, even when, we as preachers, we preach, we speak about, the end is near and so forth. I've always, over the years, I've always said to persons, don't worry about when Christ is coming. Worry about when you're going to die. Because when you die, then you're going to meet Christ whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You understand?
So just make sure you're
So,
in a good standing to
right,
meet
that's
him.
the
You're
most
ready.
important thing, to be ready. But nobody knows when you will leave this earth, right? So it is important that you spend time
With your
with your
family.
family. You spend time
Yeah, and
spend time with your friends. You spend time with the people that really matter to you.
make time.
Yeah.
Make time because I can remember even like nowadays I look back and say, boy, I remember Aunt Mirel and Mess. But one thing I'm grateful for, every time, whether it's once a year I go country, sometimes kind of say, boy, I have so much somebody for go look for you.
Hmm.
But it's just these older person over the years. It's like I keep remembering when I was a little girl and at Christmas time they maybe call you and say a soda here or what have you. So it's like the only time I would get is Christmas time. And when I'm going at the place, going at the country, me have to go look for them. And sometimes when they sit down and start the talking, like they must say, yeah, leave already.
Hmm.
But it's because they haven't seen you in such a long time. And whether we like it, yes or no, they like our company.
Yes.
The elderly like our company. And it's nice, even if you're not with if your grandparent or grandaunt, whoever, even if you're living close by, me know to how life structure now. We don't have much spare time. If you go sit on
Everybody
a
have this
busy, just
busy
up and
mad
down.
rush thing.
So I mean, take the time out. If it's even public holidays, so alright, me know so me go look for someone, so me spend a little hour or what have you, and whole a reason. And the person don't have to be elderly neither. It can maybe be okay, maybe that Irie aunt where you know the check for you, or maybe your sister where everybody have them own life, so you don't really get to meet up. Or maybe it's your good friend. You understand? But it's good to take the time out at some point and go and look for people, because one of the things we find out ranging is when you get a call and say, you know, so and so pass on and you
Like
can come at the funeral.
oh, okay.
You know me, I say, what? And then you kind of feel guilty. I say, but you know, from other day, me get the urge to call so and so. You don't call them, but
Well,
you get a
I feel
call.
this topic, you know. I
Yeah,
feel this
you get
topic.
a call, say they're not around anymore. And look here, I know elderly alone a pass on nowadays.
Yeah.
Every
Big
single body.
young people I get stroke and
You
dead. Young
know?
people I get heart attack and dead. Of course the proverbial gunshot or the
Yeah.
whatever violent
And to be
killing or whatever.
honest, since as we're on this topic, I think Malik and I we were at group practice the other day, praise team practice
Having some crystal punch
for
guys.
Sister Dean's funeral, and I was saying to Malika, say, I kind of miss June, Simone, and Abby, because they're not here, but they're doing something. They're
And
working.
that is good.
And I said, oh my God, I'm just missing
That
family.
feeling just come over you.
Yeah. And when I came home, so Colonel there, I
Yeah, you
text,
said
it
to
was
me.
late. I think it was either 10 or so. And I texted Sister T, Sister June, and I said, when you come back, we miss you, we need you back on the thing and whatnot. And she maybe find it weird because that's not a norm. You understand? It's not like me no normally call up June or anything. So it was kind of,
And I want to say something,
just feel that
guys.
spirit of missing.
We appreciate you coming on and appreciate you hitting the like. What we ask you to do is just send the link to some other, share the link with other persons
Or
so
in
they
your
can come on and like share in your groups. It just come to my mind that even though like we're on the live now, you can send this link to somebody in your contacts. They may be able to jump on the live and then hence they can subscribe to our channel. That is one way of you, while you're here on the live, one way of you getting somebody else to come on and hear the conversation and see how we do things on this side, and them can subscribe, and hence you will help us get to some more subscribers who in turn become family members. I always say that. But we thank you for liking the live. We see 3 persons came on and 3 likes. Excellent. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah, and even this thing, I know that the social environment have gotten a hit because over the 2.5 years that we had to be
incarcerated, as it
secluded
were.
as and call and by ourselves. And I think it have put us in a mode of, enjoying our own company too, and sorting out our own affairs and not so a do road and whatnot. You understand? But if we can start opening up again,
yes,
opening up again, and especially since the 2.5 years, because what I find out have happened, there are even some persons that I didn't know got that hit so bad with the corona, and they're not around anymore. To my surprise, they're not around anymore, and that it kind of teach us how to be by ourselves. But if we can just be more sociable again, have more going out trips, even though this vital trip going to happen in October, and it paid me hard, say I won't be able to be
By the way, Malika, they send it to
send it to Mal. Me just put on WhatsApp.
No, BFFGG says, I have two phones and I came out with both of them. that is so nice of you.
Oh, so she subscribed with both of them.
No, not subscribe, but she's on the live with both kids. That's so nice. Thank you for the support.
Honestly, look here, subscribe with both of them too. No fault, no harm. And the truth is, if we can just start be more sociable, go up on trips again, because remember we used to go on so much trips, group outings and whatnot, but it kind of slowed down significantly. And I think of the whole little segregation thing, people take them time out open up, but not to the fullest, because we really get to enjoy one company if you look into it, We did have a challenge accepting it, but after that 2.5 years, we really get in the mode of it. So yeah, man. Even one of the challenge I want to post it tonight. I don't know if it's a challenge or what, but I'm going. What would you say? I would encourage you, even after the live, to maybe text somebody who you haven't
Heard from
heard from in a while.
spoken to in a while.
Yeah, heal them up
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. Just reach out to somebody you haven't reached out to in a long time, and who knows, it may make the world of difference, and you may learn something that you never know.
Because as you mentioned about
Have been happening.
as you mentioned about that feeling of missing June and tomorrow and so forth.
Yeah.
It guys, let me tell you, this is the truth. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And the physical experience is going to enable our five senses to connect with our experience and other people's experience. And with the experiences that we'll have, we're going to build a community some of the time.
Yeah.
We're going to build a community around these experiences, around commonalities. And that commonality that we're finding, guys, will build a bond. We build a bond between each other. Along with Michelle&Cornell, I have moved on from the choir, but there was this togetherness that we have.
Yeah.
So though it came as a little surprise to her, it's not really a surprise when she said to me, because it's like there's a history,
Yeah.
and at some point something that's jerking in your spirit. And say, say so and so and so and so. And I guarantee if June came on here, she just said it was really a surprise. But
it would be because it
wasn't
the norm.
It is this community vibe, it's this family vibe that we have.
And the same thing happened to me last year with Temoy too. You remember me say, baby, you see Temoy, what have you? When me text Temoy, me say Temoy, they're fired. But me genuinely never know that she was away. It's just this suddenness of when last I was walking to Temoy, noticing. And the same thing happened with June, but and there's some other persons too.
One other thing that as you mentioned, that oftentimes people we feel reach a point where them say, for example, if somebody pass and suddenly, them saying, long me if you talk to that person or say to that person something or whatever. And one of the things that is, I mean, even the Bible teaches it about don't get something on your wrath. We should understand it, but always get away there, because sometimes vexation happen. But it was always something to think as a boy, God forbid that somebody should die. I didn't get to tell them sorry.
Yeah,
that is rough.
It's true, because this guy, like going to the school, I don't want to call the school like I protect the children. We used, like, when we go pick up Michael when he was in the lower grade, and we always buck up walking to come home, because his child wasn't really in Michael's class, but it's the same community. And then because in that area you don't get taxi easy if some of the hours, you don't get buses either, so we end up walk coming back, because it's not too far from where we're living. And I remember of the next semester now, I saw another parents who decided to take the journey, but that child and Michael, they were a good friend now, and he came to pick up his son, and I say, son, this other guy when normally to walk this journey take home his daughter, I don't see him at all, and what have you. And the guy said to me, him asked me name. I'm saying, no, I remember his name. So him describe him. He described him and said he's slim and him tall and him. Hey, welcome, Tan.
Sister T, night, Tanisha.
And when him describe a person, him calling him, he say, yes, that's the name. So he him to me. Say, never know some dead. So what?
Yeah.
And I say, yeah, man, him the get a chicken gun and thing, and after that him they get better, but look after that him health start deteriorate. I mean, it's like me more left hanging. Come I say, Jesus, peace. It's not that is not for everybody. But for say he's a young guy, and you've been talking to the person so long, and you check, say, all right, maybe the child not come to school again or something, but the man drop out.
And the thing about that is this, it doesn't matter the age of the person.
Yeah.
It is important that because you have a connection, it is important to even check in more time.
Yeah.
To check in more time. When you check in, you realize, okay, Eve, and a lot of times, when you check in, the person might be surprised that after you're checking in, but the truth is your checking in was really helpful because even that person may just feel like, oh, somebody actually
Yeah.
cares. You
Well, I did
understand?
told him about Jesus. You know what time I invite him to church?
The same one I
The
did.
same guy with them. And say, yeah, mom, I come all the time. I come, mom. I know around there, so still,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a place I'm play with it, but I know around there. One of them
Mm-hmm.
there.
Never reach.
Never reach. Yeah.
So, guys, tonight we're talking about spending time with your family, spending time with those you love, spending time with people, spending time with friends because
Yeah.
we have become so accustomed to just being busy, 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 busy.
Yeah.
Night, Malika.
Yeah.
Night. We're
Welcome, Mal.
Renee
Good
was on.
night. Yeah,
Renee's
Renee
on.
said good night.
Nice.
And good night to Bertuk. I want to believe that if
Once
Renee is there,
Brett is
her husband
her
is
husband
right.
is there.
Good
And,
night,
and
guys.
I hope Reynard and not too
Yeah,
far.
and
And
Brother
Graham.
Reynard too.
And
And Brother
Graham.
Graham too, 'cause you don't know
Graham,
good
you can
things
say hi,
about.
you can say hi. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Tanisha. So,
Yeah. You don't know.
yeah. But Tanisha, give me the thumbs up, man. But you don't say go on. Yeah.
Baby, it must go on. Come on. It go on like it's Christmas and New Year,
Well, because
everything.
it'll be easier. Good to do.
Good
Good to
night,
do.
Sir Christian.
Yeah. So we're talking about.
I'm on my phone now.
But we need to know if Graham is there to Tanisha. Please make me know send him the boat. Him listening. Yeah. So it is important, and as I said, the topic came to me today because even the news of our dear beloved Sister Dean.
Oh.
I mean, it was. I'm not normally surprised by stuff. I mean, and I'm in a hard. Me just live in a
You're practical
mindset.
with the
Me live in
scriptures.
a mindset that the scripture say X and X. And if me hear something, also my mind just reflect what the scripture say and give me peace. Because honestly, there's enough things in this world to really just if you hear it and if depending on how you receive it, it can trigger something in your head and knock you off. You
Yeah.
understand me? So when I heard though, I was surprised because and like I said, we don't say she was ill or she was hospitalized or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just hear say, boy, she left. And I don't know if there's any words I wanted to say to her like before, but she always encouraged me, so brother Lee, stay in the Lord and I'm praying for you and you're my deacon and this and
Yeah.
that. And she said all encouraging and words and stuff. And when I heard it was like, whoa, it just reminds me again that you're here today, something happened, you're
Yeah.
gone tomorrow. And though it behoves everybody to prepare themselves for the next life, as in to meet Christ or whatever, because the scripture, we believe that the scripture speaks for itself, and whatever God says is going to happen, He's
Will
not trying.
happen.
He's not trying to tell us it might or look. He must say no. When God speak the scriptures, it is speaking of present tense. So that's something will happen. It's actually it don't happen. I just we apply it. If she said it actually come in a few lifetime or whenever the thing. But it is important that we understand that based on the shortness of life, we need to spend time with each other. When we keep the system is designed really and truly to keep us going, 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 going. You understand me? But when if you don't stop and just breathe a little, if you don't stop and just say, honey, I love you, or just say, dear is so and so and so, internet giving problem.
Oh,
Oh,
understand, Mama.
that's all
Yeah,
right, T. That's
Tanisha.
all right. Most important thing
Understand.
is that you will see us and hear us, right? If you don't spend it, if you don't be deliberate in taking the time to say, okay, let me just do this and let me do that. But, then you're gonna realize, say, yo, at some point you're going to be missing, you're going to be missing out of life.
Yeah.
You understand me? And one of the things that when I listen to like persons who are wealthy, most of the time what they want is more time to spend with them
With
family.
yeah.
And henceforth, when they reach a certain level of wealth, they now decide, so you what now? I'll let my money work for me while I spend time with my family. All
Yeah.
right. And the truth is, life is just a nice. The journey of life is such a nice thing.
Yeah.
I believe if you go through life and don't enjoy life, it's like you have wasted your time.
Yeah.
And there are 6 persons in the life, so just like the life first, guys. It's at the channel, and you can say hi to us if you so desire. We say hi back to you.
Yeah, man. I just get that deep sense of urgency, like hang out with one another, man. Drink too, as Malcolm does a Moscato. Drink too Moscato if you can manage it. If not, drink some soda, you
Mhm.
know. If you don't want soda, drink some water, play to domino, ludi, and whatnot. Just, really miss some of those times.
How many of us, guys? How many of us really and truly spend time to just talk to your son, talk to your daughter, um, talk to your
Whoever you're living
neighbor?
with.
You know, how many of us do we stop and just say hi to somebody? Or just for, I'm not sure a thing. I remember and well, let me put it this way, like in my past workplaces.
Yeah.
I'll wake up preparing to go to work, and Michelle say, no, don't go today. I'm a call in sick.
Not this
Not
workplace.
presently.
Hey.
Be honest though, not presently. Right? But I'm calling sick, and in my mind, looking back, and then no, it was also one of the times when you see, because I think it was a shift basis I was
Yeah,
on.
it's always a shift
Yeah,
base.
yeah. Except well, the previous one. Yeah.
Mm.
Right? And I was like I never really get the time for just breathe and just relax.
Yes.
Your inner is on. Right?
Yes. Good night, brother
We
Ray.
don't get
Good
no, I didn't get
night.
no time to just breathe and relax. And when she said to me, boy, you can't stay home today. And I called in and I just stayed home, and we just spent all day in the bed and we
Yeah, 'cause the
talk.
kids them went to
And no,
school.
at the time it would have been Jay
Jordan. Yeah, she went to
alone.
school.
Right?
Oh,
And
Michael never
no.
forwarded.
And we just stay home
There
and we
were other
just
times.
chill. Yeah. And we just stay home and we just chill. Right? Because guys, when we do all we can to amass all we can, right? And nothing is wrong with that, because quite frankly, if I could have get some more income coming in, me that nice. But there are points in time, I tell you this, when I may not be able to. I mean, I have the wagga wagga money to do this and to that. But you know what? If me get a money, I may say no. Out of this, me I care of my family. Or out of this, you don't go take a road trip, go river or whatever the case.
Some
Or yeah,
country.
or out of it, you go never knows go buy two ice cream. No, never knows saying, cause never knows.
Yeah, but
Uh,
you have to give
but
props. 'Cause
yeah,
that way did I do what?
I would just go out and we just chill, because those little moments matter. Up to today,
Yeah.
this evening, Michael was saying, Daddy, so are we? Well, from way back up in the months, he might ask you, he might tell you rather, because Michael is one person, in the
Ah.
really in the ask, him just tell you what he want. I watch his birthday vlog, guys. I see the listen him say,
Get it done.
at the bottom of it, Michael said, get it done. Right? He was saying, are we going back to the river? In fact, and again this evening, he said to me, Daddy, are you going to go back to the river in St. Anne's? I said to him, say, you have a very good memory. So try make sure you study
What did
hard.
he say before that? He met Josiah at
Oh yes,
church
he met
today.
Josiah at church, and Josiah him asked you if we're going to
If
the
we are
trip
going to the trip
in
October
October. Because
with
Josiah told
because
him,
Josiah they are going on a trip.
pressure them and put
And
on.
me I say, boy Malik, me I say, boy Michael, under God know how much we want to be there, but we have some stuff
You have to take care of
we
some
have to
stuff.
take care of in
Yeah.
that time period. So we wouldn't bounce back fast enough for
But
them.
Michael remembered that, and
Mm.
he's not last, A year before last?
Yes, it was
And last year?
last year. No, a year
No, man, a
before
year before
last. A
last.
year before last.
We went to the river
Yeah, the
in a
river in
sentence. Year
Senton.
before last, I remember now.
Time
And he
ago.
remembered, and I must say that he was going back to the river or whatever, because guys, those little moments worth it, and it resonated. It sink in our mind that we went and we had a wonderful time. I must say, are we gonna go back there again and
Before I
have
go
a?
back, even after we go back to school
Mhm.
or whatnot. But even that too, it's good that they know how to after the whole maybe the stress of the summer, the heat, they
Yeah,
know to expect that at the end you should have a little relief and
hmm,
recreation time.
yeah,
And the truth is, today we weren't in church because
yeah.
kind of stay back to help me because I have a lot of work still doing. And at one point in the day, kind of say, boy, we love our children, but it's kind of good that they're at church and they're not here. And it's just me and you again.
Yeah, it kind of
So
felt
it
good.
felt good. You understand? It felt good. So
Oh,
sometimes,
Jordan, probably she probably watched
should,
you.
yeah, but them over there still
But
so
truth,
truth
that
and
truth.
truth. Because sometimes you get caught up with all right, work, children,
Yeah,
church,
yeah.
work, children, and whatever else you have to do to get stuff done. So
Listen, me, just you have to do like a bear someone just put on a no disturb sign, especially as couples too. Put on a no disturb sign, or call in sick,
yeah, but
and make the children them we just send out the children go to them go to school, and we two just stay in the house
yeah,
alone.
because this morning again before they leave for church, you show little affection to
Hmm.
me. Say, no, Michael, go, go over there. This is my wife. When you get older, you have your wife. You can do what you want to do with your wife, and so get married. And you say something. Say, here, Michael. All right, Daddy.
Doing too
You're
much
doing too much now. You're doing too much. You need to stop. You need to stop.
because every time him see me move towards
Yeah.
the mother, he might run
He
to
might
me.
try do what him see father do.
Hmm.
But you just have to let him know, say no.
But guys, you can tell us though. Um, Tell us one of the fondest memories you have when you felt like you needed to say something to somebody, and you did. Like, did you have an experience? You can share with us. Did you have experience where you felt that tug to go to somebody and talk to them before they left, and you did, and after then, if you're like, whoa. Imagine if I never went and did
Well,
that.
I have an experience with Sister Dean,
So while
but
Michelle's
it's
sharing her
different.
experience,
It's
guys, you can
not,
think about it.
I don't think it's a tug
Hmm.
over the years, because we're born the same months and maybe a week.
Apart?
Not a full week apart. Cause yes, a week apart. I born the 6th, she born the 12th.
Okay.
So it's 6 days
Uh-huh.
apart. So she would normally text me whether on Facebook, what have you, WhatsApp, but then she would think to me directly. And normally it would just a mere formality, but this year now, after
Hmm.
she wish me happy birthday, we end up start laugh and talk about back to school with her granddaughters.
Hmm.
Cause she said, remember if leave my granddaughter's place. And I say, you mean Paige? Page.
Hmm.
That's a small one. And she said, so I don't want to, but I said, oh, because I know Excelsior sell uniform. So she said, no, that was the first year. They're going to
Hmm.
make it this year. And then she said, how much fabric, by the way, Sister Lee? And men are tell her what have you. And after that, she said, all right, dear, have a good rest of the week or whatever. I said, same to you, Sister Dina, whatever. And we laugh and it done.
Hmm.
So the
And that was
Saturday,
a final
that was a
conversation.
final conversation I had with her.
Hmm.
And that was on the 6th of July. So I remember now, I was washing the weekend after the 6th of July. And Sean called me. And first of all, the sun was hot. Me take a break for lean up on the kitchen door. Out of the sun, was I drinking water or something?
Hmm.
I'm in my me lean up on me. I said, well, my birthday gone. Jen own the 11th. Sister Dean own before or after Jen. I never remember that it was 12.
Hmm.
And I said, no, man, I think her one half a Jen one. So Jen one at the 11. Me hear the phone because I was listening to Call Out Gospel. So me hear the phone now. The song start play for my ringtone. And I go, I say, hello, good morning. So the person said, sister, no, Michelle, You all right? You're there somewhere stable where you sit. Mr. No, no, Mr. Stand up under the tree, yeah, cause me now
Casually.
casually. And I Sean, Mr. Sean, you know me just that thing about you. And Sister Dean and Jen come here and say your birthday is the 4th, my one is the 6th, and Jen one is the 11th. But me not to remember if Jen and Jen are the same day or whatever. And she said, no man, Sister Dean want to tell me said that. I call about she gone, you know. And I said, she who? She said, Dean, she said, she gone. I said, gone where? She said she passed on this morning. I said, Shania too, like that time, like me turn for a couple of minutes, like me lose my footing. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
but wait, what you say? And she said, yeah, man, and whatnot. It's like, you know, like somebody just lick you in your belly.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that at the last, another part of my mind now, way me just think about Sean and Dean in the mix. And I said, let me try, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
Ruan just asked what is muck up? Tell him what is muck up. It's
it's
water, sir.
water, it's water, cause not a thing no nine cup to
No, I
that
should
boy.
tell him say whites.
You're gonna life in
Water
all reason.
whites.
Yeah, and that was it, you know. So
Oh, that's ice water road. Can the time hot?
that kinda moved me away, me not lie. It moved me a real way. A water nine cup run. It moved me away and it kind of teach me not take nothing and no one for granted. If your mind run by somebody, whether you're good friend or not good friend or associate,
Mm-hmm.
send a text.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send a text, man.
So, guys, there's 9 person on the live now. Just say hi to us. We'll say hi back to you. And of course, drop a like on the live. It helps the channel. And before we continue the conversation, remember, guys, we're on the road to 1,000 to
Yeah.
1K subscription, and we're asking you with your help to help us get there. You know, and even while you're on the live now, you can just send the link to a group that you're in or to a friend you know or whatever, and then in turn right now can come on the live and have a conversation with us
Yeah.
and subscribe. You understand me? So that is one way you can reach out to them. Yeah.
And another thing I don't know if you remember, like even
Now get some more water.
weeks before Cornell, we were talking and kind of say, man, if you or me say, boy, a long time, nobody not pass out at church. And me say, God be
Yeah, we're
praised.
having that conversation.
We're
with
having
you.
that conversation a week before Sister Dean preached. And we say, boy, God be praised. Let us not talk about that too much, you know, because we can't afford to lose nobody, you know, out at church. And we didn't even remember that conversation until after Sister Dean passed. We said, Granny Cole, you mean if you tell me say I did Sister Dean? I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm making a note not to just talk about them things that too much. You know, not to really say them things that too much because that was the last thing from our mind. All right. So BFF_GG said, I am sure you will get there one day. That's true.
Mhm.
The 1,000 subs.
Yeah, man. And
That's true.
thanks for that.
And thanks.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, B.
Well, put this way, BBF.
Yeah.
Is it
No,
BB?
it's BFF_GG.
GG. Put
Thank
it
you,
this way.
GG.
We will get there. Put this way, guys. We want to get there by the end of the year.
Yeah, that would be
We
fun.
want to get there by the end of the year. Yeah. But as we said though, one of the things that we observe in life, and I think there's some simple things that we need to take. We can it doesn't cost us anything, and we have to then utilize these simple things, right? Even sometimes I post a video and the rain was falling, and I went out in the rain. I was dancing in the rain.
Look at mad.
You understand me? I say, and some persons be like, what you big old man in the rain, I feel like a pity. Guys, it was so much fun. And have you ever imagined yourself like, all right, this may sound weird, but you ever imagine yourself just going in the rain, say you have on your work clothes, and just go in the rain and just yeah. Because sometimes it's important for just de-stress, and
We
sometimes
used to do it as a child in the country.
sometimes it just too much. Sometimes I just if it just works and just do something crazy as it were. But it really actually is it helps to us to relax you and unwind. And that's what I say. It's like I have always imagined like one of the weirdest things for you to do is to pee yourself in your clothes. I'm just saying.
Okay.
in your clothes. Right?
That's a different level right there.
You know, I'm in the bathroom, and like, you know, let me imagine I have my clothes.
Please don't tell me if you're doing
No,
a candid, that's not.
No, but I mean, you know, I always watch the bathroom and I feel.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, the thing that you think that you wouldn't do, are, what if there's something to feel that way? Do it. Do it in a way that
I mean, I
it
know
doesn't
about the
harm you.
yourself, but
I mean,
yeah.
in the bathtub, you're bathing. You understand? And you just let it go.
I get the rain. I wish I could do it now because I used to do it a lot in the country.
You just
Put
scared
on
to
my
do
little
it.
booty shots and run out in the rain.
What kind of shots? All right.
I run
That's
out
so like
in the
something like your Malik and Tanisha for time.
I run out in the rain, you know, and we just dance in the rain and so. But I mean, as we become an adult, I think I get more conscious.
Mhm.
Me no want catch a flu. Me no want lightning strike me. Me no. When I was a child, never had them feared.
It was so much fun.
Dash out go dance in the rain until you end up on a mango tree. And lightning all a flash and you come.
Mhm.
You pick up your mind. You know have them fear. They're like, no, it's certain of stuff.
And another thing is
You
that
know, put on before I. Yeah,
Oh.
Tanisha said, Brother Ryan said, night from Ryan. Yeah, Brother Ryan said, good night. Hey, Marlene, welcome. I wonder where you're next
Mr.
to, you
Marley,
know.
I look for your number and Michelle phone.
Me send it to her.
Okay, it is.
So Marlene said, good night, everyone. Passing through to say hi. Just coming in from that a black meeting. And I have to start preparing for work tomorrow. It's still a black kit. So she's just coming from church, I think. There's a little thing on my phone
Let me see.
hiding it, but I think it's church. It's a CH.
And okay.
Yeah,
Is
good
your
to have you,
convention?
Mama. Yeah, maybe they have some convention or family Sunday. Good to have you guys, all of you guys tonight.
Appreciate it, Marley. Remember who drop a like on the video, on the live. Yeah, those we got to say.
Yeah, having fun as well in the rain.
No man. Remember. Like, there's some things that don't cost much. I don't cost anything at all. Yes. Also anniversary service. Nice.
Okay.
There's something that doesn't cost anything. For example, I remember the other day, Michelle had a disagreement, and when I go over you, I would just sit down. It was we alone over there. I would just sit down and talk it out. Yeah, we just sit down and talk. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a kid of a disagreement to do that. So henceforth, there are other situations where middle situation come and may go walk, and she said, "Where I walk go?" And sometimes she has a resistance. Be like, "Where I go?" And we say, "Just come." And we go walk, and I'd say to her, "No, we just breeze, right?" Because guys, a lot of the times, a lot of the stress that we undergo in this life can be managed, because stress will I don't think once we're living in this life, as I say, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience. Once we're on this earth, stress will come. And what the doctors and the psychologists and the psychiatrists them say is how to manage stress.
Yeah.
And what I have found is that when we spend time with our spouse and spend time with our children, spend time with our friends, like we have a little clique, well, let me not say clique, but it's like it's a group. It's a group. And every now and then we just go one of the bridging yard and we just go play some domino and we just drink some juice and thing. And trust me, those moments help you to just chill out.
Yeah.
You understand me? When you have if you live near a park or whatever, go out in the park, man, walk in the park, your wife or your children them, or your children all this up, I run up on and your wife sit down and I want to, because those things help. And the more time we use, you know, because we won't get to that every single day. Because we have to work, we take care of business. But we have to take time. We have to be deliberate.
Yeah, have a family
take
night.
Time to do those things.
As we were
don't forget to say, we take time to do those things, because if we don't do it, we are going to run ourselves into trouble mentally. We are running ourselves into trouble where we find ourselves, okay, our children grew up. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mala Marley.
Okay. We're gonna run ourselves into trouble where our children grow up so fast we never realize. because we're out there making the bread. And nothing is wrong with making the bread. But even a phone call sometime, if you know, like even like our Graham the fire, a phone call, a text, a video call, those are things that will help when you have this, for example, in a distant situation. But for those who have distant situation, we have to remember to take the time out to do it. Why?
Yeah,
Because it
that's a must.
matters.
They know that too, because
It
that's a must, because
matters.
that's the only line of communication to keep things flowing. But what I want to come home to is the basic thing of even one night out of the 7 days of the week to have family night. Whether your thing is to watch movies together, whether to play games, with the good thing about it is that I have a bingo, but I'm the only bingo lover.
Yeah, I love
So
bingo.
Jordan and I, during the birthday process within our home, we went to Azan and we see a lot of games.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we went to Azan's in Crossroad. They have
Okay.
a lot of affordable family, the Monopoly, with the other one with the
Some
words.
domino more of people
Domino as well. With the other
I'm
one.
getting good at dominoes,
With the other
and
one name, oh Lord.
brother Majay and no Majay.
You chop me off, me no, it
Sorry,
slip me. Go ahead, me
remember
try remember meantime.
the other game?
It's a word thing, man. Oh, what's it again, Jay?
The one with the something up at
Yeah,
top.
where you find the words and oh Lord,
It's
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Yeah, so we either gonna buy two, either the domino and the Scrabble or the Monopoly and the domino because cause we watch a lot of movies as our family thing presently because them not like bingo. And so basically, yeah, you have to find something where can bridge a gap with everybody if it's even one night out of the week. Of course, we weren't able to do it so regular because even Jordan was saying to boy, mommy, before back to school, if we go start back, the movie thing or whatnot. And he's watching at your home, not to go out and say, watch a movie, because full of other people. If it's going to be like a family night, make it more intimate and personal at home. So yeah, do it. Those are good things to just spend time. You find out so you laugh, till you can't laugh no more and talk with each other.
The other day
Whatnot.
went by one of our former pastor, his memorial. It was held at his church,
Yeah.
and one of the ministers said, "Boy, you know," and this was really profound to me. He said that that Pastor Kelly, he taught very well, and he was I call it a researcher. And the minister said one of the things that he regrets is that these men didn't write a lot of stuff so that we could use the material of use the material that they wrote.
Oh,
You
yeah.
understand me? Meaning they make valuable contribution, but it was written down.
He wished that
compiled,
they have wrote books or something because then the memory could live on.
Not only the memory, but we could use those material and tweak and make and help for the next generation to come, and and hence their lives would have continued. In those teaching and in those material, you understand me? So a whole heap of time we end up with regrets when we should have done something or we didn't do something. Yes, and that's why, as I said, the topic came to my mind, and I said, let us just join the live and have that conversation with us regarding that. Listen, the importance of really spending time with each other. But you guys can tell us. I mean, as I asked, so what is one of your fondest memories of Wearing Boy? You could have probably said something to somebody, or you did, and how did it make you feel after you did it? You understand? Because the truth is, none of us don't know when our as old people say, when your number go call. You understand me? And the most we can do then is to live our lives in a way that when we leave,
whether or not your number call,
your life speak for you. How you live your life, it speak for you.
Yeah.
And how your children them see how you deal with situation speak for itself. And henceforth now they cannot use what them see, the experiences that them have with you, and charter them way forward.
Yeah, and it's funny you should say, because while we were watching the Pastor Kelly funeral online before we went to the wedding, one of the things that the daughter said that stood out in my mind is that they weren't a TV person watching movie. They were the book person, literature, because how the father would discipline them is for them to read a book and like write a report. And I said, wow, that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because you discipline them, but at the same time,
Again,
you widen them knowledge.
That's
And
smart.
I said, wow, that's smart. But, you know, I know that not really fitting, but just flash
Yeah, but no, but it can still make sense. Maybe we can employ that, don't? Yeah, we can employ that.
Yeah. I think Jay would take that with a smile. That's not punishment. But Michael, Lord of mercy, but that moan for me, so right until him done. When him done moan, why am I for do this? Why am I for do that?
So, guys, we also do want to still express to you our real appreciation for the support you give us, and you've been given from the start of it. We still expect you to give us your responses though, as to, you know, what are some of the things that you have done to keep the family unit, to spend time with each other. What do you do to, you know, to create that environment and a memorable moment? Yes.
I mean, if you don't want one, there's no shame in the game.
Yeah, if you don't have one, you don't have one.
There's no problem. We are learning. Huh?
But we just want to just really express to you our appreciation for how you have, you know, given us support over the years, and we can assure that there are a lot more, you know, content that we will coming up with, and yeah, just look out for that. No, we're not going. She's thinking about prank side, but I'm not saying. We just look out for more content that we're putting up. And of course, as we have always said to you, if you have any ideas that, you know, are topics or anything you want us to look at or to discuss, feel free to DM us. Just message us directly, and then we will be able to look at those suggestions and we'll address them. Our midweek vlogs, we continue to do those as you know, we just use the opportunity to just raise a topic and have that conversation on it. And we must say though that we are grateful again for the responses, for the interactions. When these videos go out, and you know, we're on our way, and we are thankful that you are on the journey with us. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Really appreciate you.
Every text, every comment, every like, everything.
Yes. All right. So, if it is that, you know, you have, and I thank you for the likes that you have given. But if you know, we thank you for coming on. Basically, we want to thank you for coming on. And your interaction is always welcome, and we look forward to more interaction and more content and more of your support as we go forward. All right, guys. Marlene, I know you say you had to, you know, run out. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, everyone.
Ruan, Tanisha,
Malika, Renee,
yeah.
BFF_GG, everyone.
That's one of Michael's good friend. I think that way past the bedtime.
Maybe it's her mom. We're not sure.
Possibly, yeah. But we really appreciate all the support.
Tanisha too.
Yeah, man, Tanisha and Graham was there too.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're gonna close the live. I want to thank you for coming on, and we hope that, you know, this topic that we raise sort of open a little thought in your head to say, okay, you know, as a gentle reminder, you know, because that is why I think it came to our thought, and we agreed to share it because it reminded us also that these things are important. They don't cost much to just say I love you, to say, you know, I appreciate you, to make a phone call, to
even
send
to be honest, hey, my mind just run on me, and you're good.
Yeah.
Lord, nobody cost me a long time. I'm not call it, but you can call me too, you know.
You're right.
Just keep it real.
Keep it real. But at least the person can know, say, all right.
At least you're thinking of them.
You're thinking of them. And that matters, because this life will keep you going, and then before you know it, things happen right in the front of your eyes, I never notice it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good to spend time on a sticker pause. So until the next live, guys, until the next upload, we're saying God bless. See you on the other side. And of course, life is worth living. So live it through Christ and have some fun at the same time. All right, so we'll see you next time, guys. Blessings, and so bye bye.